Welcome back, guys, to another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be talking about supplements, and not particularly like supplement that's just kind of a broad spectrum, I guess, but what I take usually like on a daily basis, sometimes not so daily basis. But anyways, it can range from I'll be talking about what I take from before I work out, after I work out, and that's really it. I know there's some stuff that you can take during your workout, but I don't really mess with that stuff. I probably should, maybe. But yeah, so let's get into the video. First of all, we have creatine. This is I take this before I go work out, and before, usually now I'm starting to get in the habit of I wake up and then go straight to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of water, and pour this in. And that it just has many different benefits. It holds water retention, kind of like protein in a sense, kind of works like protein, at least that's from my understanding. um, but holds water, helps retain water. And then what else is lean muscle, like it supports a bunch of stuff, cognitive function, all this other stuff. Now some people do like some of the side effects is like balding and stuff, but that's like if you're already predisposed to balding and stuff, so just kind of be aware with that. Obviously, with anything that you take, you'd probably want to let your doctor know or whatever and see if it's good for you. But for sure, one of the top things that I like to take is creatine. And if anything, you can also use this as a pre-workout itself, just because it holds water and helps you retain more water. And then, so yeah, you can either I usually take this before, but you can take it whenever, as long as you get the 5 grams of creatine daily, you should be fine. Now, second off would probably be my protein powder, which is nothing crazy. It's just you can get this at Walmart. Same thing with this is the Walmart brand, but yeah, you can get this at Walmart. It's like $27. It's like 15, but yeah, it's $27. 120 calories. 30 grams of protein, or 24 grams of protein actually is what it says on here. But yeah, pretty chill, nothing crazy. One of the like this probably go like medium tier proteins. It's not like high end or everything, like but it's like if you want something that you will work, that works, and is not too pricey but not too cheap, I'd probably go with this. They do have, like, if you do go to Walmart, they do probably have like other options like Body Fortress and stuff like that, which is like $22, I think, which isn't, that one isn't bad either. But it doesn't last as long because the scoops are huge. Like this one would probably last me about like a month or so, maybe like 3 weeks to 2 weeks. So yeah, this is what I take this. You can either take this before or after, depends if you take a pre-workout meal. I do that sometimes with like oatmeal and this and some bananas and stuff. Or if you want, you can take it after. It works too. And also, the cool thing about protein powder is, like, say if you only need 30 grams of protein left, instead of having to eat a whole another meal, you can just make a protein shake. And then, so now these last ones are probably, these are pre-workouts. So this is probably what I take, I guess, before I go work out, and then it's what helps me during my workouts. So first off, we have my pre-workout. So this is a stimulant pre-workout because it has caffeine, and obviously there's other stuff that make it stimmed. But yeah, so this is my pre-workout. I use Go-To Supps, and so pretty good brand, not bad. This I got this and the non-stim for $100. So I guess that's kind of a deal. Two pre's for $100. But like, again, you could probably go to Walmart and find a cheaper brand and pay less money. But this has basically everything that I need. And then I have the non-stim one right here. So these are both of them, and I got both of them for like $100. Now I use Huge Sub because, like I said, it was $100 for both of these. Usually, some brands, you know, you can only get the the pre workout with stimulants because it's like already like $60, and then the other one non stim is like another $60, so it's like $120. But for $100, I save like $20. So around there, it depends on the brand, but yeah, Huge Steps is pretty good. I like them. And now I'll just go. So stimulants just means it has caffeine and other stuff that makes you kind of like wired, you know, like gives you that energy feeling and stuff. And then non-stim breeze kind of is more of like has no caffeine, just kind of makes you focus a lot more, gives you better blood flow, gives you better focus, and then overall just basically the same as a pre, just without the caffeine. So you can do a lot more with it. And then sometimes I take this beetroot. Uh, Helps with blood flow, nitric oxide energy, and all that stuff, heart health. I take this sometimes with my pre, so I'll mix in 2 scoops of that, or not each one, but like I take a scoop of this, and I'll take a scoop of this, and I'll take a scoop of this. So just get a little bit more dosage and more overall, just a better pump is what I'm always looking for. Um, Now, you don't really need beetroot, and you don't really need pre-workout. If anything, you could probably just get these 2 things right here, and then that's I guess you can consider that a pre-workout, just for the simple fact of this increases your blood flow and this holds water retention, which some people already take this as a pre and call it a day. So, you know, this is just kind of like a side thing that you can get. This is like $15 at Walmart again. So it kind of tastes a little nasty, but with the pre and stuff kind of mixed in with it, you don't really taste it as much. So it's not that bad. And then salt, pink Himalayan salt. I think one of these pre's already has it. I think it might be, yeah, sodium. So this one, the Rect, has this. I don't know if you can see it. Sodium pink Himalayan salt, something right there. It has like a 250 milligrams. So, but sometimes I add just like a little more, like another like two little cranks of this, just to get a little bit more, but you know, nothing crazy. But yeah, that's my supplements that I take. Now again, uh, some of this stuff you don't have to buy, like the pre-workout. You don't really, depends on the person and whatever, if they really want to or not. And again, there are different pre-workouts. You know, there's pre-workouts that are high stimulant, like that run like high caffeine. Others that barely have any caffeine and have other stuff that do other things. And then like again, there's other pre's that just are just non-stim and they're pretty good. So again, you know, look into like what works and what you want to do and what time you work out to, because you know you don't want to be taking 350 milligrams of caffeine at 8 p.m. and you know you're gonna be wide awake. So for sure, look into like you know what your price ranges from, and you know what you're looking for. Obviously, different brands offer different things, but the number one thing I would like say is the number 2 things that I would recommend for you if you're looking to like lose weight or you know even gain muscle at a decent rate would be creatine and the protein powder. Like these are probably, if anything, the top 2 things that I would recommend you if you're gonna get into supplements would be these 2. But again, talk to your doctor or whatever and see if you know you're not allergic to anything or if you're predisposed or whatever, because you know you never know. But yeah, those would probably be the top 2 things that I would recommend for anyone to take. And other than that, yeah, guys, that's it. I want to thank y'all for giving me the 19 one away from 20 subscribers, which is kind of crazy to me because I never thought I would get to at least 10 subscribers. But thank y'all once again, I really do appreciate y'all leaving 6 likes on the last video. I saw that. So again, comment, subscribe, like, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. Obviously, I know the mic, I record sometimes with my microphone and it has a little sound. I probably need to get better ones here in a little bit, but for now, this is what I'm working with. But yeah, let me know what I could do better on my YouTube. Like probably the thumbnail for sure, or I already have some ideas. But again, let me know on the comments below what I could do, other video ideas, other things that y'all would wanted me to see. I showed y'all last video where I work out. Now this video I'm showing y'all what I take almost on a daily basis. So yeah, y'all let me know. And thank y'all guys. Again, road to 20 subscribers, one more away, and then from there, road to 30. So thank y'all guys, and I'll see you on the next video.